Hello and welcome to day 11 of the Community Math Challenge. I am Juliana McMillan-Wilhoit, principal consultant and owner of Tabulae Spatial Services, and I am just so excited that you are here joining us. So today for the Community Math Challenge, we are talking about parks and mapping parks. So parks are a really important part of ensuring that a community is thriving. They provide both an opportunity and access to open spaces, which we talked about open spaces on day 7. But parks are also a place where you can go exercise, that they are a place for gathering and community building. Parks can just play such an important role in a community. And so that's why we are going to be mapping them. So at a basic level, you could just put parks on the map. So you could perhaps get in, your community has an open data portal, and so you could get data from there. You could probably get it from OpenStreetMap or a similar source as well to just get the park locations and just map parks. But some other options of ways that you could do this are you could say map sculpture parks or playgrounds. You could maybe map where there are soccer fields and where there are basketball courts, so just two different types of parks and sort of facilities. And do there seem to be more basketball courts in one part of the community and soccer fields in another, which could be because there's more open space or whatever, and basketball courts don't need as much space. But that's something that you could map. You could map something again, or like add tennis courts in. Golf courses, if your community, like mine, has publicly held golf courses. But you can also, instead of just mapping the points on a map, you can take this a step farther and begin asking some questions about equity and access within your community. So, for example, what are areas that are within a half mile of a park? So you could do a buffer and see what's around a park. Or you could begin to look and see, are there safe ways for people to get to these parks? So are some of these parks something that are really only accessible by road? And do you have to cross really busy roads to get to some larger parks? Way that you could get to that is if your community has and publishes the average daily traffic count, the ADT, for the roads. That's a way that you can look and see how busy the roads within your community are. So again, with the idea of parks, there's so many different things that you can map. You can map picnic shelters. You could map the density of parks, right? How many parks does a person have within a half mile of their home, or of a block group or something like that. So again, so many different options. You can, of course, just map the locations, but you can also take it that step further and do that analysis.